Okay, how's everybody doing? So in this episode, I'm going to talk about composing the scene within the footprint. And in this case, it's Module A. So we'll just deal with Module A. Like you can see that's Module B over there, and then we got Module C over there. So I'm going to deal with each one individually throughout this phase of the river road construction and design and build. Now, just quickly preface, I changed all the lighting over there to they're all Lithonia LEDs, and man, this lighting is so nice. I'm so glad I went with that. I bit the bullet a bit, but I'm so glad I did. Now it's all daisy chained, run in parallel, and it comes on with one switch, and I've never had better lighting than this, so that's a really good start. Good bench work and good lighting, and you're well on your way. Okay, so I just want to talk about this particular scene then that I want to get sort of established the composition here. And as some of you may know, like, I do have a track plan, like here's the prototype, right? But, compression is required. So, and then you can also see my construction table. There's now a drafting table in the middle. The maquette model is there and everything. This is an exciting time now because the construction is pretty much done. Just need to do the finishing of the valance, the fascia, lighting is in, and then it's on from here. It's all fun, right? Problem solving, stuff like that, which is what I love about this hobby, the problem solving. And I just want to mention that somebody had mentioned about their kids, about getting their kids involved. Get your kids involved in the problem solving aspect of model railroading, and they'll be great at it later on, No problems, only solutions is a great motto to teach young kids. Anyway, so one of the things that I'm sure we've all been through is, how you see a scene and you go, oh man, I just got to model that, And then, of course, within the theater of the mind, it can be quite deceiving when it comes to visualizing design space and composition. When we actually get down to doing it like this, right? Then we realize, oh no, it doesn't fit, right? But, this is the power of the maquette model that I mentioned earlier down there on the table on the right. It helps design in 3D space along with your drawings as well. You can you flesh out, your ideas in 3D space better, right? To help move the process along. And as you can see here, I'm just going to establish the footprint for the barge approach. Like this is the ramp right here. Then there's the approach and then the first set of points further down, which is 5 feet from this point here down to where the points start, according to the prototype. So the prototype, it's 540 feet from the edge of the ramp here. So there's a little bit of compression there, okay? So, and what I'm going to do is down the left-hand side here, right up to about where that backdrop section, which I haven't completed, begins, is going to be the warehouse. So those tracks will probably be moved over more, and they'll run parallel along the warehouse, and they can be storage area for servicing the barge slip here as well, right? So, and then what you're also going to see here is like the actual water, it's going to be low tide, so it's going to run under the barge slip approach up to about here, and then down to where the next curve begins. The river disappears. But this will all be water in here, and then in here, and then lots of low tide. And I need lots of space here too, because if you look at the actual Google Earth, now the Google Earth will be just below. If you just check out Read More down below, like on the page, like just scroll down a bit and just click on Read More, there should be a hyperlink there. It'll take you right to Google Earth, like the GPS location, with the photo of the actual area that I'm going to model, which with a little bit of revision and compromise. Okay, so give you an idea of where I'm going with this, right? But you can see that as I walk into the room, like this is going to be the ramp, and then there's the approach. The actual barge will be a separate model altogether down the road, which is quite large actually. It won't fit in this scene. Otherwise, I got no space. You know, my points will be way down over there past my tool slip, you know, in the middle there. I'm not sure if I really want to do that. I mean, I could curve that, but we'll see. But I want to get this barge ramp and approach established first and keep it as prototypical as I can. And then I'll worry about the other part later on. But right now, compress where the end of the tape measure is. I could fit this particular scene on this module this way. Okay? And then the warehouse down the left side here. And then I got room for the slope because the track's going to be 2 inches above, right, the water level. And then this here ramp is going to be a really nice model subject to do. I'm really looking forward to that. And it'll be white. Generally white with the pilings, you know, and the green trees and the faded muddy olive river. It's just going to be beautiful. I can just see it all now. It's just, I'm really excited about it actually. Let me just come off the tripod here and I'll just take you on a quick little short walk around to this space, okay? So, and then the track, like there's quite a bit of space here. You can see it's going to come right over to here. See? Like 2 tracks here, and then the warehouse will be like wedged like thin here, and it'll come out a little bit further down, right? Kind of like the pink building on Glover Road. And then this will all be right in here, like the low tide in here. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, the paint canvas opportunity there is just through the roof for me. I just can't wait to do that. You know, all the little wildlife maybe sitting on the pilings, you know, with the, you know, the seagull, you know, whatever, right? This scene is going to be so cool, you know? It really is. So this is kind of a rough idea of the composition of the angle of the barge, you know, slip, okay? Because I want a good ratio of track and, you know, substrate and then, you know, the river, right? Because it is River Road, so when you walk in the room, you know, you want to, you know, make sure that you have that part down. And then you can see this is 5 foot right here. And then I have a couple of code 70 curved turnouts I built. So they'll probably have to be curved in here. So look at that, eh? Right over top the center of the bench where the points are. But it's not going to matter because it's going to be suspended road bed about 2 to 3 inches up. So I haven't decided on the switch machines yet. And then there's all this space in the corner, which I'm not sure, but there's actually a steel industry in here. If you look at the Google Earth map, right? And then there's all this down here, right? And then I'm going to have the shops down in here. I really want to do the shops where all the locomotives go. They're going to be in here. And then this could probably be a stub yard, you know, like down in this area here. So, yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I just want to get this established because I want to get this river level tacked in. I'll clean this up with a router. And then I'll add the MDF fascia. And then it'll start to change elevation somewhere in here. You know, the profile of the fascia, the medite, the MDF, like the last skin that goes on will be traced in. And I'll pack it out with foam. And I want this area, there's probably going to be a view block like right in here with trees. I'm going to revise, you know, with artistic license right here. It's going to be a big stand of trees in here. I mean, I could do bridge columns here, but I don't want to do the Alex Fraser. I'd rather do the Queensboro bridge columns down there. So that's just a quick overview of forming the composition within the footprint that I wanted to share with you. You know, okay? And it looks like it's going to work out pretty good. You can see if I tried to force the barge in, it just gets to be too much, right? And besides, with this amount of space here, I could still have it set up easily where I can move a barge in here as a filler yard or a transfer point, load cars on, and then move them back over to there too, right? You know what I mean? So it's really cool. I'm really liking the direction that things are going right now. Okay, so that's vlog number 5, forming composition within the established footprint. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. Feel free to subscribe and happy modeling.